morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. It is Thursday morning. It is January 1st. Rise and shine and happy new year. I'm Wesh 2 first warning meteorologist Eric Burris. This is Coffee Talk. Let's get together 7 days a week or so and chat about what's going on in the world of weather. Listen, it is cold outside, really chilly, but I want you to know that our pattern begins to shift. We are going to start to warm things up. And then we have to start watching that next cold front. Now, we're not going to go for too long on Coffee Talk today, but I do at least want to pop in for a little bit and get you updated. So, freezing temperatures, not just up north, but across many of our more rural locations. And then there's the widespread frost around. It is a very cold start to the day. So, let's take a look at temperatures across central Florida. This morning, we are waking up and have been sitting at 28 degrees for some time now in Ocala. It's sitting at 34 degrees in the villages. We're at 31 in Palm Bay, 36 in Daytona Beach, and 41 outside in Orlando. So, yeah, it is a very cold morning. Forecast today, though, if this is not your bag, I get it. We do bring these temperatures up. 59 degrees by lunchtime. That was our high temperature the last couple of days. And then we keep going into the mid range of the 60s from 3 to about 5 o'clock. So, yeah, there's going to be a pretty big change. So, good morning to you, my friends. We've started this adjustment of temperatures. Yukon says, look at Melbourne again participating in the cold air. Wow, wow, wow. Yes. Melissa says it's 30 and icy here north of Umatilla. Oh, yeah. Beverly reporting 31 in Paisley. Makes sense to me. Nicole, happy new year to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everybody is having a great morning. It's a good way to start our day. It's a good way to start our year. And I'm happy to say that at least weather-wise, we're going to be doing just fine. Now, I do want to take a look at the broader perspective, okay? It's all about the winds here. So notice high pressure is going to be pushing in a little closer to us. And the winds around high pressure go clockwise. So we're going to get this kind of westerly push to the winds. That's a warmer wind for us. So looking at our Friday, looking at our Saturday, that warm air mass sits over top of us. And then Saturday, notice we'll actually have ourselves a little cold front that's going to move our direction. Now, it's not going to be a dramatic cold front, but it is going to be a cold front that at least makes some adjustments. So let's do this. Let's dial up our Futurecast. And what I want to do is take you through to show those showers as they're kind of, I don't want to say sneaking up on Central Florida, but at least moving into Central Florida. And while I do that, Victoria says we have frost on the roofs. In where was that? In West Melbourne. Okay, just making sure. All right, so Futurecast through today, essentially not showing anything. It's going to be gorgeous. Tomorrow, Futurecast is showing clouds sneaking into the area. Nothing strong, nothing severe, but there's just going to be some clouds with it. Okay. Now let's get you into Saturday because Saturday morning, we're going to wake up to a mix of clouds and sunshine. But through the day, notice a few showers starting to sneak in. There's lunchtime into 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, a few sprinkles, nothing too bad, but a few showers around. And then after bedtime, notice 10, 11 o'clock, we're seeing more and more green showing up, right? That's going to be where the rain comes in. So when we look at the 7 day forecast here, I want you to notice that, yes, that is late Saturday into Sunday. That's when the showers are going to be popping up. So there you go. Saturday into Sunday, we've got the opportunity for showers. In the meantime, for today, for tomorrow, we're actually looking very nice. And then once that cold front is through, Sunday, we'll drop the temperatures a little bit. And then we start to climb Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And we're just going to keep climbing little bit by little bit by little bit. Look at the American GFS model. The GFS basically says there is no cold front in sight through mid-month. Now, we looked long range yesterday, so we at least have an idea of what the patterns are showing. But this is the model showing that little bit of a drop off on Sunday, that next front, and then that's basically it. That said, that's the American GFS model. The European model doesn't exactly agree. The European model showing another front coming in around the 11th, 12th. We know we've been looking at the patterns, so we kind of have an idea that the Europeans probably on to something. But nevertheless, when you look at the models together, and I put this together, this is the version I've been showing on TV, just showing how the models don't necessarily agree, but there's something there that we're going to be watching, a signal on the European model. So in the meantime, we are sitting pretty. We're going to be enjoying this day. Make it a great day. It's kind of a wild thing that Ocala, for the second day in a row, got down to 28 degrees. That's cold. I don't care who you are. That's cold, right? Good morning to you, Beck. Everybody good? Did you guys have a fun New Year's Eve and New Year's morning? Are we doing good? Let's take a couple questions before we get the heck out of Dodge. I'm not going to be on for too long, just working on some sponsorship stuff with Wesh 2 News. They sell weather graphics with with yearly sponsors, so I've got to make sure everything is lined up and ready to go for the new year. Yukon says, does somebody need to go to the ENT or urgent care? I just feel like there's something. Allergies, I think. Something. Yeah. All right. Chris says you stayed up past midnight. Look at you, Chris. Good for you. Derry says we beat Ocala out here in the country down to 26. Where in the country? There's a lot of country. Eileen, good morning to you. Happy New Year, Holly. Good morning to you. Wendy, good morning, good morning, good morning. Steve says doing great. I love that. I love that. Looking good. Nikki says I actually made it to midnight last night. First time in years. I love that. I love that so much. Weekend forecast, afternoon showers, evening, overnight showers. But if you look at the 2 days, Sunday for planning, Sunday looks to be the better of the days. I mean, Saturday's not going to be bad, but Sunday at the moment looks to be the better of the 2 days. Cheryl, good morning to you. Good morning. Joanne says flu B going around. Geez, not part of this year's flu shot. Well, Betty, we want you to take care of yourself. A checkup with an ENT would be a good start to the new year. I need to one of these days. I need to go back to my just standard care physician, primary care physician. Nancy says that she went to midnight. Look at you. I did not get to midnight. Not even close. Debbie says I was up until 1 a.m., then woke around 3:30 when my son's girlfriend came home from the event she was working, then up at 6 for cannoli. Oh, you vault. Chris says people doing fireworks past 1 a.m. Jan says, I stayed up but just barely made cookies to take to the One Blood bus this morning. I have an appointment later. There you go. Yukon says flu B. Everyone I know has flu A. Everybody you know has the flu? Stay away from me, Yukon. I don't want to be anywhere near you. The Ghost Woman. It's 33 here where I am in Palm Coast. I mean, it's chilly. We just climbed to 30, though it looks like in Ocala. So that's helpful. Sheila's asking, Eric, did Central Florida ever get snow? If so, what date? My mom wanted me to ask. So the answer is yes. Um, I mean, I've seen some wet snowflakes over the years, but I believe it was 77 and 89 were big snow years. So there's kind of the loose answer, if you will. Was 30 this morning by 2 hours, Joanne says. Northwest Palm Bay at the house, 34 on the porch. Yeah, love that. Victoria says, I was reading in bed at midnight. See, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Sit back, relax, enjoy the cool. What else could we ask for, right? Terry Ann says, the booming fireworks woke me at midnight. You couldn't have timed it out better if you tried, right? Yukon says, "Yep, I went to walk in. Went to a walk-in on Friday the 26th with flu. My wife has it now." Yukon says, "Oh yeah, yeah. Like I said, stay away from me." Tim says, "No live local news here in Southern Ohio or West Virginia today." I mean, I've seen where small market stations don't do newscasts. The problem is Central Florida being a large market, we do the newscasts. Yeah. Sheila says, Eric, thank you. Let's keep that snow up north. I agree with you. I have zero interest in dealing with that. David says, got my flu shot, but you never know. It's true. You never know. And if the bosses sent me to go play in the snow, I would play in the snow again. I just have no interest in doing it like right now in my neighborhood. That's just me. But hey, who am I, right? Everybody else good? Are we all good? You all good today? Are we doing good? Southern Ohio should have Cincinnati for New. Well, it just depends, right? Happy New Year to you, Rachel. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Frankie, we'll see you, buddy. All right, so we're looking good. We'll look long range, maybe tomorrow or something. But for today, it's just kind of sitting back, relaxing on this last cold morning. The temperatures are going to start to climb a little bit. Kevin says, I heard fireworks last night here in Lakeland. We are under a burn ban. I'm not sure why they did fireworks. Probably did them illegally. Yeah. The Ghosted Woman. I remember 89 very well. We all shut down and lost power. That's, yeah. I mean, I was alive in 89. I just don't have a significant memory of it, you know? Ah, Debbie says Campeche, and I say Campeche back so that we can get a, you guys can drink a warm, I've got my protein shake, so it's not warm, but you get the idea. Sharon says, I always want cold weather until it's here. Isn't that the funniest thing, right? Solid 7 on YouTube says, we did the kids' party countdown from 4 to 6 at the Rock and Brews. Excellent. Lit some sparklers at home. Called it a night. I pulled up the Y2K New Year's Rockin' Eve. So you had Peter Jennings. I feel like they had Peter Jennings there in case the missiles fired. But I pulled it up, and then it was like, this was 26 years ago. That hits a little bit. I love that everybody's saying Drake. You guys are so funny. Sheila says this is going to be an epic year for all of us. I hope so. God, I could use 2025 was a rough one. I could really use some cruise control for this year. Just smooth sailing. I could use that. All right, I'm going to go get ready for some TV weather. We'll call it a day a little early today. Go enjoy your New Year's Day, okay? I'll see you guys on TV. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you so much for hanging out for Coffee Talk, and thank you for your trust in 2025. We'll continue to fight for it in 2026. Thank you guys. Take care.